Everybody, it is June the 16th here on Rusted Root Farms, and wanted to run a couple of updates by you. First thing is, we have finally taken the time to dress up this sump a little bit, make it safer. Before it didn't have a cover on it or anything, and that was leading to a couple of issues. Not to mention it was dangerous for kids and animals to maybe fall in there, but had some algae growth and stuff in there, and also the sides of the tank were not reinforced good enough, and some soil was pushing on it, so we dug way down and put these 2x12s all the way around it, and that should keep anything from trying to ever cave in on it ever again. So I think this is here for life. And certainly the top of the covering is anyway 2x12s there as well, with a little hinged lid so we can get in and do whatever we got to do in there for water quality additions. We also have some little fish in there that we keep to eat up all the mosquito larvae that tends to build up. You wouldn't think that happened in a moving water system, but it does. And those guys keep it down really well. They also give me a little bit of ammonia. Inside, there's just an update on the plants. So, of course, the fig is doing nice. That's not a part of the aquaponic system, but still one of my favorites. Fish are very lively. Their tank temperatures are getting up to 85. This one's actually a little low today. I think it's come down a bit, but usually 85 in the afternoons, which is pretty warm. The current crop of butterhead lettuce is looking really good. You can see they've got some really good leaves on them, some nice growth, very green and lush. We had nutrient deficiency. Figured out that our plants didn't have enough magnesium by the looks of the leaves of some of the older plants. So we fixed that problem, and they started immediately putting on some new, very lush leaves. We also got our aeration hooked up, so now these air pumps are hanging over each of the tables, and they have drops about every 8 feet or so to go to an air stone and give us some good aeration down in there underneath the plants where their roots are. But bok choy is doing wonderful. Butterhead's doing really good. Arugula's doing really good. They suffer a little bit from the heat. It does still get to be 95 in here, even with the big fan and the shade cloth and everything else. We're probably going to go up on the shade cloth a little bit, up to 50%, because it's just so hot in here. And this afternoon sun really kills these guys. My arugula looks pretty sad in the late afternoon until it gets to about this time, where the sun is sinking really low, and then it comes out and it starts perking up really good. You can see all these plants have this really nice lush green growth. I think that's a really good sign. You don't want it to be too green, because if I remember correctly, that is a sign of a different nutrient deficiency. But I'm happy with it right now. We'll watch it, see what happens. Bok choy over here is doing really good. Malbar spinach looking really good. So everybody is happy. We've got a really good thing going here. I think we've got our nutrients figured out. We're going to see how this entire crop turns out here, and go from there. So stay with us. See you next time.